I have a special treat for you. There's a band here called Option 30, and the lead singer and drummer of the band, Todd and Trent, are here, and Todd is the drummer. And how are you guys doing?
Fine.
How long have you guys been working together as a band?
Well, we've been together about 4 months. Todd, 4?
3.
Todd says 3. 3 months.
And we have a few songs of yours. Most of them are originals. What do you think of the first one? The first one's called Time and Chance. Was it one of the first ones that you wrote or anything? Or?
Very recent. We just wrote it about 3 days ago and recorded it yesterday and mixed it down today.
In fact, about 20 minutes ago.
In a garage in Buffalo.
So it's a lot of work to do it all of a sudden, huh?
It was an all-day affair for 2 days.
Yeah.
For me.
Not for me, though. Drummers get it easy. We can go in and record in an hour and leave.
So why don't we hear a little bit of it, and then we could talk about it in a minute.
All right.
That sounds pretty good. It's a nice reggae tune. You guys like to have yourselves known primarily as a new wave band, right?
Right.
And you do a lot of different variety of stuff, you know, ranging from reggae and what other kind of songs?
Well, right now we're trying to see what direction we're going to write new material in. We don't want to bear too heavily towards synth pop. It's kind of burning itself out.
Yeah.
We don't want to be too police-ish, which some of our writing ends up being
popular
like
right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much up in the air. We're getting together and playing a lot more, and we'd like to be an all-original band soon, but the problem with an area like Edinboro or Meadville, which where we play a lot, is that it's very conservative, and people just don't want to go out and hear 40 songs they've never heard before. They want to hear Loverboy and Sammy Hagar,
which we don't do. Even at gunpoint.
I have to say something here. The band Option 30 that we're hearing, and we're getting all sorts of crazy input from these people, they played down at the Greens, and they played a number of places around Greenville. Where's that, Greenville and other areas?
Greenville, Sharon, Meadville, wherever they'll pay us.
Wherever the money goes, right?
That's right, that's where we go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But they play around all those places, and hopefully trying to play further north, like McCain, Erie, and...
Yeah, we'd like to get up around Erie. We've never played up there yet. It's, our material is quite a bit different from what everyone else is doing, so it's been an uphill struggle getting us into clubs. Once we're into the clubs, the crowds respond to us really great, but it's been difficult with the bar owners. They're very skeptical about taking chances, especially on a new music band. But we've been very successful so far where we've gone.
Sure. You seem to have a following at the Greens. Every time you hear them, you guys are like really crowded, and there's a lot of people dancing, and it's a good time. Yeah.
That's surprising too. Like when we first started playing at the Greens, when was that? 3 months ago.
About 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago.
We had pretty minimal response, and personally, I thought Edinboro, Cretan town. But things have really changed around, and I have to honestly say that it is the best audience we play for.
It is our favorite audience to play for up here.
And hopefully it will get better once school starts. And we are playing at the Greens September 2nd and 3rd, starting at 9:30.
Underline that on your notebooks, everybody.
That was September 3rd, 2nd and 3rd.
Second and 3rd,
I'm sure everyone's sitting out there with a notebook taking notes. Let's see, Todd and Trent.
On the Johnny Carson show.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, you're going to be playing at the Greens 2nd and 3rd, so everybody should stop by there and check out these beautiful sounds. Not only does the band play originals, they also play all sorts of songs from other artists. And which would you rather be playing?
Well, there's no question we'd rather be an all-original band eventually, and I think that's where the money's at. Todd settled down. But just for purposes of playing, we do a lot of cover songs. We try to orient them to new music songs. And yeah, okay, we sell out. okay? But it's not easy being in a band. In fact, it's pretty lonely.
It's a matter of business, though. I mean, you attract a crowd. You attract a crowd like Todd's trying to attract attention. And you have to play songs that people can identify with.
Well, it's especially hard to work, like we said earlier, in this area without playing
playing songs. Yeah.
other people's songs, right?
Right. And another song that you guys play is De Commissar, which is a pretty familiar one. Everybody likes to dance to.
Yeah, this is our version. In fact, this was another 20 minutes before we came out. We
recorded this yesterday.
No, we recorded in the car on the way up.
All four of you, right?
A washboard and a harmonica.
It's kind of a new arrangement, but I think you'll recognize it.
It's kind of like Appalachian music, right?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, De Commissar, FM 88, and this is Option 30's rendition.
Yeah.
Coming on shortly.
These guys are pretty good, I think.
That was The Commissar, done by Option 30. Option 30 has played a lot at the Greens, and they played a lot at other places, and they have interesting lighting setups that make everything look really dynamic, and Trent really allows himself to get his ego to be blown about as big as a blimp. And
we be a little cruel.
Let's be fair about this.
And he does a lot of good dancing, and it's like really colorful in front, and they do a lot of good moving around, and the visuals on stage are really good. And you guys want to say more about that?
Well, I think, in all fairness to Trent, any frontman, I feel it's a frontman's duty to go out there. It's everyone's duty to go out there and be visually appealing, especially the frontman. He really has to stick his neck out and really ham it up and entertain the crowd.
Sure.
And any entertainer that's in the public eye a lot has to at least mask an ego thing. You have to get yourself in the right frame of mind to do that.
To even be appealing.
Yeah. There's no way I want to go out and see some guy stand there and just,
Yeah, that was kind of a low jab, but anyway. Okay.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
I'm leaving. Okay.
You guys do a lot of work in front of the crowd, and have. Who's the guy who shoots video for you while you're doing live shows?
Well, actually, that's my father.
It is. It's Trent's dad.
Really, he's
you
a neat
aged
guy.
quickly, huh?
Right.
Yes. Actually, he's more like my brother. But anyway, we have this video equipment, and if you notice, like on the last Police tour, they not only did the band perform, but they had huge video screens which showed the band, close-ups of the band, which I think is nice because if you were one of the people like us who got tickets in a way far away, you could see the band close up. And well, we use that. We film the band live, and we intertwine it with pre-recorded videotapes, which can convey a message of the song that you wouldn't normally get. Plus, someone on the other end of the room can see the band from a different angle, like from behind the drums.
At the Greens, we hooked the video up to the TV in the bar, which is a different room. If anyone's, I assume most people here have been there.
Right.
It's in a different room, and a lot of times we get the Greens so crowded that people can't get in to see the band very easily, and it's easier to watch it on TV.
I imagine you guys want to watch it yourselves to see, like, with all the things that Trent does moving around, and how the bass player moves, and how the other guy moves, to kind of like criticize yourselves how you guys do it.
I remember the first time that we videotaped, we decided that we would probably never play again because we were so boring to watch. We didn't want to subject anyone to that. But it's a very good way to find that out. I discovered a lot of things about myself that I tried to correct.
Right.
Most of them were irreparable.
It's like, well, we won't get into that on the air.
No, but you do find a lot of things that that are both visually appealing and visually unappealing, and you try and work at it. It's a very good way to critique yourself.
Sure, that's probably why Trent stands in front of you a lot, right?
That's right. See, we decided a long time ago that there wasn't a lot that could be done without surgically altering my face.
I know a good surgeon up in here, yeah.
Right. Okay, that's enough. He stuck up for me, and I'm going to stick up for him. See,
dun.
Todd, well, I don't think I am going to stick. No, really. He's our drummer, and he's always criticizing himself about his singing, which is... he's our drummer.
They force me.
Sure. You always try to do the best you can, and you don't talk yourself down,
really,
even though people like you.
I don't like the band, so I tried to make them look stupid. So I even have a speech impairment.
He's very good at his job.
I love my face.
I think an appropriate song to play now that we're talking like this is Lies. That was Lies on FM 88, and it was done by Option 30. We heard a lot of good, interesting originals, and we heard a few songs done by other artists that you guys have redone. You play at the Greens, you play all over in Greenville and
Meadville.
Meadville,
A lot in Meadville.
And all over the area, kind of south of Edinboro, and hopefully moving forward. Anything else you guys want to say?
Well, we're serious guys too.
Right.
Off and on.
No, really. We like to have a good time, but we want our music to be both serious and fun.
Yeah.
To me, I like to see people dance for 4 straight hours, and that's when we play jobs. We do fun things at our jobs too. Last week we had a party at the Greens. People have trouble coming early to the Greens, so we had a party for those people who come early, and we handed out streamers and hats, and the second and third, if people come early, I think we're going to have Twinkies with candles in them and things. So
gotta catch that, everybody.
You can never tell.
Maybe ho-hos, but really, it depends on finances.
It's a surprise every week. Right. I could have gotten Return of the Jedi party hats last night, but Smurfs were cheaper. So
Jabba the Hutt looks real good, right?
As we progress, the party favors will get continually nicer.
Right. What I'd like to say is, let me think. What would I like to say? No, really. I feel the band is pretty much an experiment all around. We chose when we got together not to play the same stuff that everyone else is playing. And I think to date, we have pretty much held up that. We do play some commercial, like the last 2 songs you've heard, or on a tape that we'll give to bars when we want to try to play there. Because if we go there with stuff that no one's heard, the response is, well, our clientele like this kind of music. If you don't play it, you can't play here. And it's hard to convince them that, hey, we are as good or better musicians that you usually get there. They can't give us a chance. But for the public, if you do get a chance to check us out, it would be really appreciated. And I think if you come with an open mind, you can really enjoy the band.
Even if it's half open, we'll open it the rest of the way.
Right.
We'll that's good.
Bust our way in there.
Show up, and we'll seduce you into liking us.
That's the best. That's the best thing I ever heard.
That's for the ladies at home.
For the ladies at home and the ladies who come to the Greens.
If there's 100 ladies there, that we can't take care of all of them. Most of them, not all of them. So the men out there listening should obviously take hint there. And
so let's hope 150 ladies come to the Greens on 2nd and 3rd of September.
There'll be 25 left over for all you guys who show up.
About 20, I'd say. Yeah. It's been a hard week.
So it's ho-hos and Twinkies at the Greens.
Ho-hos and Twinkies and girls.
What would you like to say about the next song, Pandora's Box? What kind of thing did you want to do with it when you were writing it?
Well, once again, this was mainly written by Tim. By the way, the band is a 4-piece band, for those of you who don't know us. Tim Smith from Meadville plays guitar and sings. My name is Trent Reznor. I'm from Mercer, play synthesizers and sing. Todd Nero is from Warren, Pennsylvania.
And he's the bad drummer.
Right.
Yeah. He's pretty bad.
But he's a nice guy. That's why I'm in the band, They like me.
Our bass player is from Franklin. His name is Jim Nordstrom. Anyway, this was again one of Tim's songs, and it's I think it's my favorite of all of them. He sings it, whereas the last one was sang by myself. And
I don't think it's my favorite of all the songs he's written, but it's
Todd, I'm talking. Okay, we're gonna play this song now, and it's pretty good. Pandora's Box.
Okay, here we go.
Take it away.